Hello, merry meet. So, it's time for another Venefica's Occult Findings. First, let me apologize for my hair. It's my wash day today. Yes, I wash my hair once a week. No, that does not mean I bathe only once a week. It's that, this takes a very long time to dry, and using a hairdryer really damages it, so I really only wash it once a week and it doesn't get dirty. This is oil, not dirt. Anyway, to the occult goodies. I should get started because there's about 3 months since I've done one of these. So yeah, I have quite a few things to go through. First is a thing I got from a dear friend of mine. Isn't this cool? It's some sort of alcohol bottle. Crystal Head vodka, it says. Yeah. I don't drink alcohol, so absolutely no idea about it, but I really love this skull bottle. What I'm going to do with it is that I'm either going to use it for base oil for my aromatherapy work and such, or I might fill it with banishing herbal mixes. You know, the kind that you use to cleanse and protect your home. One of those. Anyway, I generally don't say names in these videos unless people have specifically told me it's okay. But you know who you are. Thank you. I'll treasure this. And then moving on to stones and crystals. I have this jasper. I realized that in the light of this crappy camera, actually seeing the details of stones isn't that easy, but yeah, it's jasper. I'm not sure exactly what this type of jasper is called in English, but yeah. And I have some they all have different names in Norwegian. Sodalite? I think it's sodalite in English. It's sodalit in Norwegian. Let's see, where can I place them? Oh, let's put them here. And I have this, is it rhodolite it's called? It's a form of ruby. I think it's rhodolite. It says in English. And all these discs were dirt cheap. I got them off eBay. Then I have, this is also a form of jasper. But this one, I don't actually know what it's called. So if anybody knows what this version of jasper is called, please tell me. I just thought it looked cool and I picked it up. I have the name somewhere, but I need to research this stone so I can start working with it. And I have white jade. And I have two little stone hearts, aren't they cute? It's snowflake obsidian. And more of that green jasper that I don't remember the English name of right now. Just green jasper for now. I have some lapis lazuli. I really love this piece, and especially since it says magic. There's magic written on it. It's a gorgeous stone too, with little pieces of shimmers in there, and yeah, really like it. It's one of those stones that it's good to have in your pocket. And very poor quality piece of jade. Some tiger iron. I did not say tire iron, I said tiger iron, but I realized how it sounded when it came out of my mouth. I have 2 pieces of rock crystal. And this one I'm so happy with. I mean, I paid almost nothing for it. Don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's shadows in there. It's so gorgeous. This one is more just crackled and so, but yeah, I thought these flat discs would be good for crystal layouts. And then I have some carnial and some tiger eye. Into your little pouch you go, and these came with this pretty pouch. And I have another stone, which name in English I have forgotten. Sorry about that. And I started practicing with stones. I have Norwegian books, so I sort of gotten used to the Norwegian names and not the English ones, which can be a bit bothersome when I do videos in English. And this is a bit special. The one that runs the lady that runs the support group I go to every week. I think I've talked about that in a few videos that I'm heading off to there. She had been on vacation, knowing that I love stones. She brought me these stones here from the beach. I'll just go through them quickly. This one is just some piece of terracotta, but it has a very nice energy. And yeah, they are just pebbles that has been this is a piece of glass, but I've been rounded by the sea, and they feel so good to touch. And the thing is that stones like this that has been shaped by the sea, they are great for all sorts of sea magic, connecting with sea spirits and all sort of things like that. And they also have a very nice and calming effect. It's stones that are great for calming anxieties, all of those kinds of things, to work with emotions. Okie dokie. And I think that was all of the stones. Now I have one left. This purple pouch here. And it's another one of those that a bit of a better piece of one of those rhodolite. Oh. Actually, no, it's not. I mean, it's another one of those pieces of stones that I have forgotten the name of in English, when I showed you a piece of earlier. Yes. So, that was the stones. Now moving on to pendulums. I do not have a lot of those this month. I have this one. I am not completely sure what stone is. It sort of changes color no matter where you look at it. It's very, very pretty, and it's faceted. I love things that are faceted. And I like to tangle together, it seems. Come on. Don't misbehave. yeah, these things like this, they tangle together if you give them half a chance. I'll just show them and then untangle them later. It's smoky quartz, also faceted, and this I think is dyed. I am not completely sure what sort of stone it is. It might be porcelain too, I'm not sure. The color seems very artificial to me, but it's pretty and also faceted. Very well, then let's move on to books, because I have a lot of books to show you. I have Hostia, Secret Teachings of the Order of the Nine Angels. It's published by Lulu. And who has written it? The author doesn't say his or her name, but yeah. It's form of witchcraft mixed with ceremonial magic type thing. It's okay, and I do like to sometimes pick books from basically unknown authors just to pad my collection, because I have a lot of things from, Scott Cunningham, Silver Raven Wolf, all of those well-known authors, and I like to dip into those more obscure authors as well, just to get different views on things. Then I have Baldurs Magic, The Power of Norse Shamanism and Ecstatic Trance by Nicholas E. Brink, and it's published by Bear & Co. Now, anything that says based on Norse magic, just like when it comes to Egyptian magic and such, I'm skeptical, because there's a lot of bullshit out there. It might be useful bullshit, but it's not too authentic. I don't know about this book yet because I haven't read it yet, so we'll see. But I got that. And I have Drawing Down the Sun, Rekindle the Magic of the Solar Goddess by Stephanie Woodfield. And it's by Llewellyn. And it has that cover I hate. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? But anyway, yeah. I've been since I heard that this book was coming out, I've been very excited for it, because I think it's very interesting to do rituals to a sun goddess. A lot of cultures have had the idea that the moon being the god and the sun the goddess. So changing that up a bit could be very interesting. So I haven't read this book yet, but I'm really looking forward to. And then I have Psychic Witch by Carolyn Bulby. And it's I think it's self-published. It's self-published. Which is basically ritual work and how to deal with having a inborn psychic ability and combining that with witchcraft. So yeah. And then I have a book I've been looking forward to all year. It's Llewellyn's 2015 Witches Spell a Day Almanac. Of all the Llewellyn's almanacs, these are the one I like the most. It has just tons of spells in it, and I really love spell books. And it's one for each day of 2015. I'm going to do I can't talk today. I'm going to do a review of this book. And it's by various authors, and it's published by Llewellyn. And then I have The Theban Oracle, Discover the Magic of the Ancient Alphabet That Changes Lives by Greg Jenkins. Difference. And it's published by Vaser Books. And Vaser have obviously stolen the idea of those hopeless covers from Llewellyn. Why do everybody do this? I think it's supposed to feel velvety, but it just feels like my book is covered with ooze. But anyway, basically, it's a divination system, as you can see. Moving on, as we are already at 15 minutes and we are nowhere near done. I have Candle Magic by Raven Willow, and this is, as far as I know, self-published. It's just a little booklet, it's pretty tiny, with various forms of candle magic. And it has the same disgusting feels of the cover. Do everybody use this these days? Want to smack them. But anyway, love candle magic. Nice little book that. And I have Intuition and Your Sunshine by Bernie Ashman. It's published by Llewellyn. It's basically how to develop your intuition with the help of astrology. More specifically, your sunshine. Your sunshine. Okay, your sun sign. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I have a book here that I have already reviewed. It's The Yoga of Food, Wellness from the Inside Out by Melissa Grabow. And it's published by Llewellyn. Is it? Yeah, it's published by Llewellyn. And I have Romany's Book of Magic by Roman Lee. It's published by Lulu. Like I said, I do like to get these self-published books at times, because sometimes people who has not been discovered by the big publishing companies have some really good ideas. I mean, sometimes you get crap, but you do that with the things that are mass-produced as well. So, yeah. I haven't read it yet, but it will be very interesting to do so. And I have The Way of the Psychic Heart, Developing Your Spiritual Gifts in the Everyday World by Shad Mercury, and it's published by Llewellyn. I have been really into books that talk about developing psychic abilities lately, so I guess that's something I will be working a bit with, I think, in the near future. And I have another book that, I mean, really, I'm not that fond of this author, but I keep buying her books. And I bought it because of the shiny factor. It's Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. The Big Book of Angel Tarot. It's basically tarot cards with an angel twist. And, I mean, it has shiny letters. It's very shiny. It has pictures inside, and yeah, I haven't read it yet. Strange thing, but this book is so heavy. I mean, I don't know what I've made these pages of. But yeah, I'm hoping it'd be good, but it was sort of an impulse buy because of shiny. And then I have Practical Prosperity Magic, Crafting Success and Impudence by Ellen Dugan. By Llewellyn. This was another impulse buy. I thought it sounded interesting. And then I have Witchcraft Secret Revealed by Alan Greenfield. Oh, I think I forgot to say that this book here is published by Llewellyn. This one, however, I think is self-published. Well, another one of those, giving a self-publishing author a chance. It's basically his, I think, yes, Alan. It could be both a boy and a girl. But this person's own path, which I find very interesting. Then I have one that I bought just because it sounded strange. I have Plant and Fungus Totems. Connect with Spirits of the Field, Forest and Garden by Lupa. And it's by Llewellyn. I really love Lupa as an author, so I thought, I haven't read this yet, but it just sounded so interesting to connect with plant spirits, basically. So yeah, got that. And before you say, oh, but how can you spend so much money on books? This is things I've accumulated over 3 months or so. I just haven't had time to do a whole, so I just stacked it up. I have Teen Spirit Wicca by David Salisbury, and it's by Soul Reads. So since I'm not a teenager, why have I gotten this? Well, basically, I think that revisiting the basics every now and again is a very good idea, just because people have different ideas of the basics, and the better you get the basics down, the stronger is your foundation. So yeah, I like to read beginner books every now and again. I have Sexual Practices of the Druids, a handbook of magic and ritual by John G. Hodges, and it's by Destiny Books. This is basically sex magic with a pagan twist. If it's authentic, I don't know. I'm always skeptic when people say Norse, old Egyptian, Druids, all of those things. But it's a very interesting book and have some very good ideas for sex magic. And then I have, I think I'll do it this way, since we are now at 21 minutes, and I don't know how long this camera will work that well. I think I'll stop the video there and I'll make a part 2. That is what I'll do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and blessed be.